I'm over in Inishbofin for another overnighter with the tent. I was in Inishbofin once before, about 7 years ago. I'd come over on a day trip. I was camping over in Clifton in a campsite. I think it's called Clifton Eco Camping or Acton Eco Camping. And I realised on the way down that that was my last time camping in a campsite. I was new to camping at the time, and for about 2 summers I'd been searching for some campsite that where I could have that sense of isolation, but really a campsite in the height of summer doesn't really give that. But that campsite was actually possibly the closest I ever came to wild camping. And wild camping wasn't even something I'd ever thought of or considered. I didn't realise that it was something that people did or that I'd even want to do it. But shortly after that time, I think, is when I started wild camping. So I'm back here again, this time with my tent, and I'm just going to enjoy the sights. I'm looking forward to setting up the tent for the night as well. Turned out to be a heavenly day here in Inishbofin. I'm going to do a little map tour again. I got this complimentary map from a shop. It's called the Pier shop. When you get off the ferry, you meet a little shop which is, I think, open until 3 p.m, and my ferry arrived in at about 2:45. And today's Saturday and tomorrow's Sunday, and according to the internet anyway, it was closed tomorrow. But they had these little complimentary maps which are great. So there's 3 identified looped walks on Inishbofin, and I'll show you which one or where I am at the moment. So there is the island of Inishbofin, and the pier that I came in on is around there. So the first area that I'm exploring at the moment is called the West Quarter. So there's a trail that's marked all the way along. So my plan is really to do as much of the circumference of the island as I can, and I'm going to take in any of the other key points of interest as well along the way. I'll possibly camp somewhere along the north side or east side of the island, depending how far I get. Right now I'm over here, which is Dunmore Cliffs, and down beneath me here is the cove, and it's really quite spectacular. So I'm just chilling out for a couple of minutes before moving on. I've reached the highest point of the middle quarter, as it's known, of Inishbofin. It has the dizzy heights of 83 metres. This is where I came from, along what's known as the western quarter, and came up along North Beach there and in here to the middle quarter. Oops. And where I want to get to is over towards the eastern side of the island and camp over there tonight. I'm back on one of the looped trails. This is the Clonamore trail, which will bring me along the east coast of the island. I came through the central part of the island, crossed over the boggy terrain myself. It is quite boggy, but I'm just wearing trail runners. They're waterproof and they're totally adequate. So it's great walking. This isn't just like a walk in the park. It's challenging walking and really, really nice. I've the tent set up. I'm back in the Hubba for the first time since last September. My last 3 camps have been with my new one-person tent, and I just can't get over the palatial space that I have in my Hubba. I have my 3-season sleeping bag as well. I think it was meant to be about 12 degrees, so I assume it's still that temperature. It's really balmy. I'm up in probably the northeastern corner of the island. It's called Ardlee Cove. So I'm just going to show you the cove now. Oops. Not bad, eh? Good morning. It's about 6:15 now, and I just realised I think I may have told you the wrong name of this cove. I said it was Ardlee Cove, but it may correspond to the cove that's further west than here, the next cove over. I just popped over there this morning, and it's a deeper cove, but not as wide as this one. I think I got the best spot. So just in case someone's going to correct me, and Ardlee Cove is possibly the next one over. So this one is the furthest east. It's a beautiful morning. The sun has been coming up for the last half hour or so. And it's time for breakfast. I'm very glad I left my camp spot early, because I keep stopping. There's just amazing sights coming down the east coast of the island. I thought nothing could surpass the west coast from yesterday, but the east coast is doing very well. So this is a lake, Lough Neoair, and another amazing spot a little bit earlier that I stopped in was DUMHACH. It's just absolutely spectacular. There's two great beaches apparently on my way down, a little bit further down, so I'm looking forward to stopping there as well. So I'm going to try not stop until I get to the first beach. I'm just coming back to the pier now to catch the boat. It's leaving in about 20 minutes at 1 p.m. Great 2 days, wonderful weather, which really just shows the island off so well. So well worth a visit to anyone who's thinking about visiting one of our islands.